Hello, friends. Welcome. I am Ananda Rose. Thank you for joining me. You're very welcome here if you are watching on Light Language Messenger. And just want to say, I hope you're navigating well. I hope things are going well in your worlds. And you're probably tired of hearing everybody say the energies are interesting, and so they are. Yeah. Right. Friends, today I have come online in this recording to tell you about something exciting that's happening in my world that I would like to share with you because it's an offer to you and we are going to co-create. That's the thing. Before we do that, though, I would like us to do a clearing and a bit of a light language transmission, small one, just because we're just bringing in the energy and bringing in the divine orchestration of the universe and of all our guides as we watch this, as you get to know about this. Also, to bringing in the light codes for those that resonate, for those that are ready, that find this video, that they will recognize that they are at this point where they are ready to do what I'm about to offer, right? I'm not calling it a workshop, I'm calling it a 3-part series of events because it's not really a workshop as such, but I'm calling it a 3-part series of events. And I'll explain more. That's why I'm doing this video. But let's do our light language first, okay? So let's just clear first. Take a moment to breathe. Feet firmly planted on the ground. Breathing again. Welcome. Koranechitete. Koranamachai lubatsufornachai tipi ornachai tefe. Irabatu achai torai no tukuro lachai temornachai tuna. Iramatsu yoru achamati aranato franachai yaunate. Just receive the light code of balance. It's coming down like a white light from the heavens through from your monadic self into the stellar gateway. Kuranati yaon, coming down through all the higher chakras. Lokurabahaye tero into your crown chakra. Lemnitufra notera roronamam. And as then going into the crown and into the third eye and going all the way into the throat chakra, this white light, kurmachai ah. Then it's coming into your heart and setting your heart alight. And as we are here in the heart space, take a breath. Bring the breath up to the throat and then to the third eye. And then play with that breath. Bring it back into the throat and into the third eye. This light code is not only bringing in your knowledge and your understanding and the ignition you might need to move forward. It's also bringing in alignment with the heart, the throat, and the third eye. Knowledge, wisdom of the heart, and purity and clarity of the voice. And so, friends, as that light goes through to the solar plexus, just swirl it in your solar plexus. And feel all that sunshine, yellow, and just swirling around and brightening. And then we go into our sacral chakra. We go into our navel chakra. And if you put your hand on your navel chakra, your palm on your navel chakra, just go in circular motions with your palm over your your navel chakra. Karamakio rachai clockwise. Onatea hurala uranatea orai. The light, this white light's going into your sacral. And then we're going into the root chakra. Ota uka uk ilaju anatkura aikato rik sea un. Yochrumakzu achanatu Irabappo Ramaria Ruachanatu and then the light's going through your legs, down your knees, into your feet. Just lighting up your feet. Can you feel this white light code all around your foot and your feet? Goes through into the earth and it's connecting with the Earth Star Chakra. We're getting these platinum roots, platinum and gold roots coming out of our feet, connecting to the Earth Star Chakra. You're anchored now. You're anchored. And this light code is just going to keep you grounded. It's going to keep you in balance. It's going to keep you just flowing in flow with ease and comfort. Clearing you for anything that's creating anxiety or blocks. Clearing your energy space in terms of everything. Blocks of that you need for healing, in terms of blocks that you need for prosperity, blocks that you need for your manifestations. Friends, this energy of the light of this light code will continue. And so, whatever you hear today about this workshop or 3-part series of events that I'm going to talk about, that you will be reminded, even if you think, oh, I don't think this is for me now, but if this really is for you, that even as you finish watching and you go away, it's going to remind you about it, and that maybe you'll come back to it and think, oh, actually, I do need to do that. Right. Thank you very much for joining me with that light language transmission. Okay. So I had to write some notes because I did not want to waffle on. So as I said, I'm going to be doing a 3-part series event. I was asked, guided, impressed upon by my guides to do this 3-part series of light language events. So it's 3 parts, as we know. It starts on the 22nd of February here at 9 a.m. New Zealand Daylight Time. It's a workshop. I'm trying not to say workshop, and I've just done it. It is an event that runs from 9 a.m. to about 10:15 a.m. New Zealand Daylight Time. Right, so that's the duration, that's the time, that is the first one, the date. This is a 3-part series that runs on a weekly frequency. So it's going to be done in a 3-week block. So the next one after the 22nd will be the 1st of March, and the one following is going to be on the 3rd, on the 8th of March. Okay. Same time. It is going to be recorded. It is going to be recorded for anybody who registers for it. Yes, it is a registered event. So it's going to be like this, where you can register for the whole 3-part series, okay? And that's going to obviously be a discounted price. Or you could register for the first one, come to it and see how you feel, if that is for you, if you are in the stage of wondering, oh, I'm not sure, I need to try, in the trying stage, try and see how you go before you say, yeah, I'm going to do all 3. Okay, so that is what's going to happen. So you're going to be able to do individual sessions, or you're going to be able to do the whole series. Now, you're going to be able to do it, obviously, if you feel guided to. You'll do whatever that is that suits you. And of course, it's your circumstances as well. Okay, so why are we doing this? We're doing this because my guides have said to me it is time to start focusing on the light language, because light language has become crucial in many ways on the planet for this time. Okay, now is the time. It is the right time, is what I'm saying. Is what they're saying or what they're saying to me. Right. And why? Why is it the right time? Because we live in times right now where sometimes we aren't sure about what we're being told, what we're hearing. I listened to I'm going to come back to this. I just want to tell you first what light language is going to do for you, or what these sessions are intended to do for you. It is intended to support your personal growth on your journey right now, firstly. It's also going to be another tool you have in this life experience that you apply in your daily living, that you use for your daily living. You use it if you do energy work. You can incorporate your light language in it. All of us are unique. All of us have light language. Some people think it's only for other people. Well, actually, if it's the memory that the soul carries of all the languages it has spoken, or some of the languages it has spoken in other lifetimes, in other parts of the universes, then we all have it, right? I mean, my soul is not different from anyone else's. I think we all have it. So this is my philosophy. We all have it, is my philosophy. It's my belief that we all have it. Okay. Some of us, though, have been commissioned to be the ones who bring it to the forefront. So that is why you're having other people do it and you may not be doing it. Okay. So, and there we go. I am fulfilling my commission here to offer this series of events. Okay. So it's a tool. And in terms of it being a tool, it can help you in your daily life. As I was saying, you can pray in light language. You can chant your light language. You can speak to your pets in light language. If something is bothering you and you don't know how to deal with it, then you can go and sit in your meditative space and you can just speak your light language into that situation and see how it shifts. Okay. And the truth is, if you watch the channel, you know, you'd be wondering, Rose, why aren't you doing this? Well, because I'm also learning. I'm also learning. I was really reminded about this in the last week or so, that Rose, you need to be using your light language in your meditations. Why aren't you doing this? Why did you do it when you were Christian and you're not doing it now? So, you know, there you go. The other thing is, we will need something. We'll need a tool as we move forward to navigate, to transform, to go through the ascension process where the ego is no longer dominant. And light language is one of the tools where the ego takes a back seat, because the ego does not understand light language. You may not realize that, but it doesn't understand light language, because remember that the ego is the voice within that's programmed to live life here in this time and space. So there you go. That's the other thing. Also has a lot of benefits for healing and discernment. Currently, we're living in, this is the part I said I'll come back to. We're living in a time where, you know, I listened to a video a few weeks ago where an esoteric teacher was talking about how one of his videos was taken down by the request of the spiritual community. We have astrologers. I listened to another video where an astrologer was talking about the alignments of the planets and how everyone's making a big deal of it for February, yet the alignment that happens at the end of March is more important. And, you know, yeah, he was basically contradicting what most of the main astrologers were saying. Then we have our mainstream media. We also have our spiritual, we also have media within our spiritual community, right? So, how do we discern what is right? How do we discern? And I've got to say that light language is one of those tools that will really help you in that. It will help you to tune into yourself when everything else doesn't seem to be, you cannot hear the answers. Other things that you depend upon, you're suddenly wondering, oh my gosh, I don't know that I can trust that anymore. So, those are the benefits of light language and some of the things that it can do for you. Right. So, some people I know are not keen to explore that side of themselves. That is the elephant in the room. Friends, obviously, if you are not resonating with it, I know you won't sign up for it. But I will also ask you to keep an open mind when you sign up for this. Some people might have resistance to signing up for it because, oh, it's going to be a group thing. Yes, it's a whole group thing. Okay, but you don't get to see each other. Maybe the last one you get to see each other, but not in the first two. Yeah. So, and you will only get to see each other if you choose to be visible on camera. Then that's what will be the case. Some people actually turn their camera off and they speak. They just have their audio on. So that's still okay. You'll still have your privacy. So, if you have reservations about light language, but you're curious, this is for you, right? If you already do light language, but you want to expand yourself, you want to extend what you know, you want to maybe get to understand the basis of it, this is what these events are about. Yeah? Okay. And if you have reservations, I have to say, friends, moving into the ascension process right now, this year, 2025, is a year where we have to start navigating and thinking, removing the box that's around the mind. So I'm going to say, come and find out. Okay. Right. The workshops. The first one, we will be clearing and balancing the chakras. Right. That's very important. My guys have really impressed upon me the need to do that. Okay. The second one is an activation. It's the activation of all of our light language. So it's an activation ceremony. I will guide everybody through that process and we will see what comes through. Right. The third one is when we actually get to have a Q&A. We ask questions, right? And by the way, in the second one, just let's go back to the second one. There is a bit of a teaching about light language. Yes, there's a bit of a teaching. We will also have a moderator so you can ask questions whilst the session is going on, and we will get back to you. Right. Back to the third one. This is where we do a Q&A where people can voice their questions. We will also suggest anybody feeling free to share their light language, to share the light language and have others discern meaning. Okay, you will find out why that there is more than one interpretation of light language. Okay, right? So one transmission can happen and everyone can get a different message from that. Okay. I also want to say that every one of them will conclude with a light language transmission. And in this, we will be invoking light codes for us. Light codes as we take that journey together. This is the first event I am doing this way. I've been guided to do this. I really look forward to you joining me because I believe that there is something in this. If you have ever wondered whether you have light language, if you have ever wondered about how you can get it, this is where I have worked with many people to activate, to balance and clear the chakras with the light language is unique. It's different. You just heard it now when I was doing it. It is different, okay? But we need to do that. All of us that are taking this journey, we need to do the balancing and clearing first. We'll have a light language transmission, and then we'll come back. We will let that assimilate into our energy fields, and then we will come back the following week where we then do the activation. And then we will go away again after another light language transmission. We will go away again, let that assimilate, and then we come back and we get to have questions answered. We get to express it, and then we get to discern it. Did you see our progress? Yeah? Okay? It's for anyone, whether you do light language regularly, whether you do it now and then. This is a tool for the future and for now. It's come up to this point. I've got to say, 20 years ago, many people were not practicing it. Maybe they were practicing it more in church. But look how far we've come and how quickly it's grown. So I'm looking forward to you joining me, by the way, and click the link in the description box to register. Also, I do have a little promo. So, it's going to be circulating. It will also have the link in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I am looking forward to catching up with all of you. And I'm kind of curious about the community we are going to experience together, because of whatever has happened in the last year or so, I noticed that we are creating community when we do these things, when we do these workshops. And, it's wonderful. It's wonderful for us to be communicating from any part of the world. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for listening, and namaste. Hello, friends. It's Ananda Rose. I am really excited to be telling you about the first light language series of events that I will be hosting here on the channel. In the first session, we will be clearing and balancing our 12 fifth dimensional chakras, supported by light language. In the second part, we will be activating our light language. We will also learn more about what light language is, how it comes to be, how we can use it in our daily lives or in our energy work. The third part of the series provides us with the opportunity to discern our own light language and that of others. The first session takes place on Saturday, the 22nd of February at 9 a.m. New Zealand Daylight Time. If you have a burning desire or just a curiosity to explore light language as a tool or as it is a gift from our soul selves to us, then join us by clicking the link in the description below to register for this event here on Ananda Rose.